Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. I've put a new playlist in the comments below. My name is Linsey, for those of you who don't know me, and we're in a different room today. It was just, I'm getting no light in my regular room, so I thought, you know what? We're going to switch rooms. I need you guys to do me a favor. If you are feeling as though I have a poor internet connection or anything is amiss as it comes to internet, please let me know and I will hightail it back down to the other room so that you have a quality experience. This morning, you will need probably 2 blocks and a strap. Yeah, 2 blocks and a strap. So we'll get started here in a few moments. And thank you for coming. When you arrive, just as Deborah has done, please comment on the side so that I can know who I'm talking to. That's half the fun of doing these classes together. And as we kind of shuffle toward tentative reopening dates, I don't know how many of these I have left with you. So hello, Heidi, how are you? And Heidi, I got your message about the Bundes class. Well noted. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. I see there's more of you in here who haven't commented. Maybe you can't because it's on your TV or something. But hello. We've got about 2 minutes, so make sure you've got your coffee, your go juice, your strap, your playlist. Okay. I kind of like the one better from the other day that I posted on Power Life's Spotify, but I did put a new one in here that's just a little bit more simple and beat specific for what we're talking about today. Okay, so take just a few moments and we're almost ready to start. Hi, Richard. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, we've got one more minute. Hopefully you guys are all having a great Tuesday. I miss you. It's kind of lonely talking to myself in a room, so thank you for those of you who have commented on the side and make me feel like I'm not talking to myself. Hi, Kate. Good to see you too. Okay, you've got your little boom box or whatever it is next to you. You've got your good attitude. Hi, Rachel. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you too. It is almost, there it is. It's 9:30. Let's get started. I'd like you to begin in constructive rest pose. So this means come onto your back in a supine position and take your feet almost as though you're about to go into bridge, but just a little bit further apart so your knees can knock in together. And maybe one hand comes up onto your chest and the other to your navel. Have your strap handy next to you, some sort of towel, some sort of device. And then together, as we make our shape, we can press play on our playlist. Settle into a really conscious, soothing breath. Your eyes can close so that it almost feels as though you're coming home to yourself. Let this practice rise up to meet you exactly where you are today. There's absolutely nothing to accomplish. There is nothing to grab or to chase. It's just you enjoying being and breathing. This week, I have inundated myself. I signed up for yet another training. I know I'm a little training happy, but it's 55 hours in 1 week of work. How does the nervous system work? How does yoga affect the nervous system? And not only yesterday was I trying to get through like hours of lecture, which I'm really interested in. Like, I want to absorb this information. And usually I'm there in person, right, with the teacher, but now it's online. And so while I'm doing this, it seems as though about every 10 seconds, a child, one of my children, comes in to ask me when they can have a snack, permission to do something, to look at something, to read something to them, what homework they need to complete. Meanwhile, I'm trying to take care of myself as well, the dogs, and my work in general. It's not like my work stops either. So it was kind of like the worst kind of multitasking where nothing gets any real valuable attention. I could feel my stress levels. I could feel like that fuzzy head feeling where everything just feels like it's a tornado of crap inside your brain. And what's hilarious about this is that I'm actually learning in my training about how the nervous system and what happens on a microscopic level to make you feel this way, like what happens. So, we're also exploring different ways to use yoga to recalibrate the system and to make you not only feel great, but to optimize your machine. And to accomplish this, to give you that blissful yoga feeling and that healthy recalibration and leave you feeling well tuned from the inside out, today we will use one of the best tools I have in my own experience this week. It's the exact opposite of what I was doing. It's unitasking. So forget multitasking. This is about one thing today. Just one thing at a time. That's it. It's very simple. Set your intention for practice. I give you the intention of unitasking, or as some scientists say, monotasking. Breathe it in. Breathe out even more slowly. Continue this slow, kind of viscous draw in and out of your breath, ujjayi. Can be a soft hum, and then maybe it builds throughout class. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, send it out. Breathe in both knees into your chest. Let's breathe here for a moment, and I just want you to find some gentle movement. Side to side, in circles, it really doesn't matter. What you fish for is anything new in sensation. What bony prominences meet the earth below you? And how does it feel as they massage the tissue in between? Breathe in. Exhale, right foot to floor. Breathe in, extend your left leg long. Exhale, just draw it in and breathe. Drop your tailbone slightly so that your low back almost feels as though it might arc. Notice where sensation is new and where it is not, where it's a little bit more familiar. I really like one foot on the floor to start because usually I start class with this leg extended. It's a little bit more severe. So let's be a bit more gentle. I invite you to take your right hand to your right hip. Take an inhale. Exhale, open your leg to the left. Breathe. spread through your pelvis so that you still have this really nice firm foundation through your right foot. Press down through your big toe, press down through your heel, and then pull down through your right hip. Sensation shifts. Trace it. Breathe out. Breathe in, center. Switch your grip, opposite hand, and then exhale, just draw across into a little bit of a twist, not much. Breathe. All of these slightly different leg variations target different musculature. And what I like about doing these here at home is that I've been doing completely different things in my garden, which is completely new to me, in my life, in my yoga practice. And so my body feels different. It's kind of fun to recognize those changes. Exhale. Breathe in up. Exhale, half happy baby. Breathe. Let's get a little bit more tension here. Pull down through the outside of your foot. And as you press down through your right foot even more, almost imagine you make an imprint with your left foot on the ceiling. Exhale. Breathe in, extend. Lots of tension there. Exhale, release. Breathe in, right leg up. Oh, hamstrings, there you are. Exhale, pull into the best of your ability. Breathe, drop your tailbone. And feel, what is the energetic quality along this branch? Maybe it somehow differs from the left side. The sensation should never be so great that you cannot breathe. That's your metric. Breathe in. Exhale, open to the right. Breathe here. It should just feel like a really nice, delicious stretch. Again, strap can be handy, or you could grab your leg anywhere else. Some of you might grab foot, ankle. Left leg and left hip are your anchor. So our left obliques, side body curls down. Breathe out. Breathe in, slow switch of your hands. Exhale, nice little twist. Breathe. Notice that you don't have to change shape all that much. You don't have to twist all the way over in order to feel something pretty intense. Feel that information superhighway as it just feeds up and back toward your brain, letting you know when to back off, to be more mindful of your shape or not. Exhale. Breathe in, center. Exhale, half happy baby. Breathe. Left foot really imprints onto floor. Right foot imprints onto the heavens. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Breathe in, begin to rock. Exhale, rock all the way up to your tiptoes. Breathe here for just a moment. Make sure that every time you change shape, breath comes with you. Breathe in. Breath out, ragdoll pose. Let's breathe here for a moment. Hamstrings should feel just a little bit more free than the beginning of practice. Remember, unitask the entire time. It's easy to get caught up in what it should look like, what you should be doing next. Don't worry about it. Be. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the floor or blocks. Breathe in, cow back. Look up. Nutate through your tailbone. Exhale, cat back. Look all the way back toward the heart. Tuck your tail. Breathe in, cow back. Exhale, cat back. One more full round. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in, ragdoll with a twist. Pause to breathe. Cactus your right arm. Open up and just feel how that can have a little bit different sensation. Right elbow chases right shoulder in the back. Squeezes back. Long through your head. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. Breathe in, ragdoll with a twist. Second side. Breathe as you cactus your arm. And just feel this pull, like your goal post is almost curling backward. God, I miss football. I hope we get to go to a football game this year. I'm not going to count on it, but that would be nice. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. Breathe here. There will be a fair bit of tippy toe today. So right now, I would like you to keep your heels dropped and feel equal sensation in all parts of your feet. Can you sink a little bit more weight into your feet and just see how that feels? Breathe out. Breathe in, lifted mountain. Breathe, releve to your tiptoes. There we go. Sensation shifts in your feet. How do they feel? Can you pull your heels up just a little further away from the mounds? Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop your heels forward, fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breathe here for a moment. Feel from the ground up. Can you even spread your toes a little bit? Make sure the heels still have a little bit of volume and weight in them. Breathe in. Breath out, plank pose. Let's pause. How can you make sensation new here? Maybe it's with a good attitude. I like to take my mind's eye to places in the body that I don't normally pay attention to. How do my forearms feel in this? Can they help me push the earth away just a hair bit more? Breathe in. Breath out, lower all the way to the ground. Breathe in, cobra pose. Breathe. I'll invite you to come a little higher than normal today. So not full cobra yet, but just midway. Notice the nuances in the postures. Your back should work like crazy. Everything on the western side of the body or the back body works to coil you up in kind of concert with your fingertips. They press, press, press. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, melt back down. Breathe in, plank pose, or you can modify. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe for a moment. Step your feet just a little wider than usual. See how that feels. And then go ahead and pigeon toe your big toes inward. Spread your heels a little bit and see how that feels. New sensation should course up and down your legs. If you need to bend your knees, you're more than welcome to. Finally, toes out, heels in. How does this feel? Can you push your tailbone up a smidge more? Come back to regular downward facing dog, whatever that means to you. And let's flow sun salutation A. Breathe in, lift your heels, please. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, melt. Breath in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. How are your feet? Breathe in, releve, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Lower all the way to your belly. Breathe in, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, slowly descend. Breathe in, plank, table, or the like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breath in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. Sink it down into your feet. Breathe in, spring up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Lower all the way down to your belly in the same breath. Breathe in, cobra, very serpentine-like. Exhale, soften. Breathe in, plank, table, or hips to heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here for just a moment. Let everything coexist, the familiar, the unfamiliar, without judgment. Just let it all mix together to create today's experience. Cleansing breath in together. An audible release. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. Breathe in, single leg mountain, left knee lifts. Let's pause for a moment. You know you can extend your arms up. I kind of want mine at heart center. Flirt with the pose. Flirt with it. I'll flirt with it with a releve up onto my tiptoe on the right side. You could do a host of different things. Think about little tweaks with your gaze, maybe an arm variation that can bring you into a new sort of curiosity. Breathe in. Exhale, full airplane pose. Let's breathe here. You've really prepared through our last postures to have your foot be as solid as possible as a base. Toes are spread. There is weight in your heel. Exhale. Inhale, standing split. Breathe. Let's take this one as a stretch more than a balance posture. So your hands can be on blocks. If you don't have blocks, I'm sure you have some sort of household items that can bring the earth to you.
And then just give a little healthy tension onto the back of your right hamstring here. Shake out your head. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Pause. Let's get a little bit more constitution into this posture. Lengthen, let every breath lengthen. Breathe out. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe here for a moment. You will habitually go to some place. Now, wherever that is, squeeze inward through your base, almost as though your feet see each other on Tinder and they want to meet. They're magnetized. Is Tinder even still the real? I don't know. I'm married. I don't get on these things. You know what I mean. Christian mingle. Wherever you are, J-date. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Extended side angle. And breathe. Traditionally, arm up and overhead. So if you like extended side angle that way, it's a great way to feel, what happens when I do it in a more traditional sense. Rotation, exhalation. Breathe in, reverse triangle pose. Pause, really pull open. Feel this expansion. Let all your breathing muscles coordinate. A really nice undulation throughout your torso. Your diaphragm not only soothes your nervous system through the vagus nerve, but promotes detoxification throughout all the organs in which it compresses and releases with breath. Breathe in. Breath out, triangle pose. Breathe here. Now, I'll do this one. I love this one from Tiffany Cruikshank, whom I'm studying with. If you look down, take your chin toward your bottom, it's called a shoulder, your bottom shoulder. Keep it there, really tuck it in to elongate through the back of your neck, and then reach for the back of your mat, and just go ahead and spin your palm forward and back. It's kind of a variation of a neck stretch that I usually do while I'm seated, but it felt really good to do it here the other day. Something new in triangle pose. Exhale. Breathe in, star pose. Exhale, low lunge to the back. Breathe in, three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Pause here. Where are the sensations of stretch? Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Breath in, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels mobilize. Exhale, travel safely. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, mount. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plank. Breathe in, single leg mountain, right knee lifts. Breathe and play. Layer on some adventure here. Breathe in. Exhale, full airplane. Let's breathe. Square your hips downward. I cue this every time, but I think it's really important that your standing leg knows that it has a knee joint. You can bend into it to protect what's going on upstream. Find a lot of space from ears to fingertips. Maybe a little temperature change now in sensation. Exhale. Inhale, standing split. Breathe. This should again be more of a stretch. So as you ground down, then put a little bit more tension on your hamstring with a drop of your head. And almost like this, I'd like to kiss my knee sort of quality to the posture. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here. Feel your glutes engage. If you were to take your hand to your left buttock, which I assume you're in your own home, you could take your hand to your own buttock if you feel so inclined. It should feel almost like rock-like underneath the fatty tissue. Breathe out together. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe here. I love how Steffi Clemens, a teacher at our Des Moines Power Life, always tells you to exhale into your feet. For a couple of classes when I first started with her, I thought, you can exhale into my feet. But it is this really nice imagery for grounding before you then change into a different posture. Take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe. Even if you were to keep your unitasking on your feet for this entire thing, which we've talked a lot about them, why not? You can feel in all these postures, there's constant micro movements to sustain your posture. How brilliant is your body? Notice everything that has to happen just for you to make one pose. Breathe out. Breath in, star pose. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Breathe. Square hips, heavy heels. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, ekapada. Breathe in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, chin up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in your intention. Exhale to send it out. Let's flow sun salutation, letter B. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, top of mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, melt. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. You can lift your heels if you would like. Breathe in, single leg mountain, left knee lifts. Exhale, full airplane. Breathe in, standing split. Look back. Exhale, low lunge. Breath in, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, star pose. Exhale, low lunge, back of your mat. And I did screw up that flow, didn't I? Inhale, three-legged dog. We'll put that triangle pose back in there. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, drop the back of your neck. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane.
Breathe in, single leg mountain, right knee lifts this time. Exhale, full airplane pose. Breathe in, standing split, look back behind you. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Here comes the change. Inhale, reverse triangle. Let's stay and pause here for a moment. In reverse triangle, remember, we have that really nice wrist grab, a little bit of an opening. And you can almost feel the information superhighway from your left toe all the way up towards your left fingers. See, there's no one here to double check me. I could just give you whatever I want that comes to mind and no one would say otherwise. I need you guys. Breathe in, arc back. Exhale, come on into triangle pose. Let's breathe here for a moment. Dawn, your next stretch, you will have your chin chase your left shoulder. Tuck it in so that the back of your neck, your cervical spine, is as wide as possible. Now reach back. And with this arm, a really nice slow fluctuation of palm and back of hand. I appreciate your guys' grace as I teach from home. Take your exhale. Breathe in now, star pose. Let's get back into our flow. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I want a little bit more tenacity now. Inhale, heels lift. And exhale, giddy up top of your mat. Breathe in, spinal extension. And exhale, refold. Breath in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. Breathe in, single leg mountain, left knee proliferates. Exhale, airplane pose. Breathe in, standing split, look back. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse triangle, sweetly, slowly, maybe look up. Exhale, triangle pose, sass your hips back. Breathe in, star. Exhale, low lunge to the back of your mat. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, spread chest and gaze. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. Breathe in, single leg mountain, right knee up. Exhale, full airplane pose. Breathe in, standing split. Exhale, low lunge. Breath in, reverse warrior. We've got it now. Exhale, side angle. Breathe in, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Breathe in, star. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And exhale, drop into child's pose for a moment. Continue to breathe. Just marinate here for a few moments. The sensation now might land in a different way. Take the mind's eye to your entire body and feel it as one sensation. Is there a buzzing or a pulsation? Something to process there. Close your eyes. A professor of neuroscience at MIT says that for the most part, we simply can't focus on more than one thing at a time. What we can do, he said, instead, is shift our focus from one thing to the next with astonishing speed. And there have been actually tests of this. Can we multitask? And what they found is that only 2.5% of the population can effectively multitask. And apparently I'm not one of them. This isn't new, right? Just because we have studies on it doesn't mean it's new. In fact, yogis have been doing this monotasking, unitasking for thousands of years, maybe longer that we know of. It's called dharana. It's intense and undivided focus. And they must have known the importance of it because it's one of just 8 limbs on the 8-limbed path to yogic liberation. So while I won't bore you with the small details of what you'll carry away from today's work, do know that it's important. Do know that it's for a reason. And that maybe when you leave with that blissful feeling or, some sort of mechanical optimization, it's not on accident. It's all you. Okay, let's cheers. Little coffee drink, whatever you got over there. Cheers, everybody. Virtual high five. And I'd like to go somewhere new in the spirit of new sensation, right? That's what we're chasing today. So you might want your blocks toward the top of your mat. Actually, one toward the top, one toward the back. Let's flirt with this a little bit. Downward facing dog. Breathe in and let go. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, let's take chair plane all the way down into tiptoe pose today. Breathe. You've already kind of been here right at the beginning of class. We got a little preview of what that's like. Be completely immersed in your moment, in your experience here. Most of the time we fall at some point during balance. Don't let that sort of like judgment or ego cloud the good thing that you've got going here, okay? We're all trying to really be explorative and curious. We'll all fall at some point. Exhale, drop your heels. Breathe in, single leg mountain, left knee lifts. Exhale, hand to foot pose. Breathe. You got your strap if you need it, yeah? And also, you can toy with a modification that just feels good. It doesn't have to be one that I offer. If an extension of your leg results in a hunching, well, you've gone too far. So you might bend your knee a little bit or something, okay? And then notice the sensation in your left leg. It lifts. It's not just a dead sack of potatoes hanging on for dear life. It's active. Very nice. Breathe in. Single leg mountain release. Exhale, figure 4 or tree pose. Breathe.
If you feel solid in your standing leg, squeeze your butt cheeks toward each other so the sitting bones could come in toward your tailbone. And then work to elongate the spine with a chin tuck. Breathe out. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, airplane pose. Breathe in, standing split. Exhale, low lunge. Left hand on outside of right foot. Inhale, revolved crescent lunge. Breathe. I've got open wings now today. Feels really, really nice. Just flirt with it. Doesn't have to feel good in your body. In fact, you don't have to judge it at all. And know that your back knee can always plant down. Great way to sustain the posture. My chin is tucked and down. Really just feels good in my neck. Take a big breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Breathe. I'll take this into a quad stretch today, but you know to do you. I give you guys options all the time, so I'm just going to assume from here on out you know your options. Your left hand will need to be on a block, most probably for most people. Strap can be in right hand. Right hand, left foot. Think about the front of your left hip as maybe a coin purse. You know those coin purses with tiny slits in them? Kind of rubbery plastic. They're meant to hold things, right? But can you just open it far enough that maybe some of that change can kind of jingle in and out of it? Slow expansion, nothing all at once, but just a few coins at a time. Release, making you lighter. A little bit more free. Breathe in. Breath out, low lunge. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse triangle. It's here to stay now. Exhale, triangle pose. Breath in, star pose. Exhale, skandasana, back of mat. Breathe. I really like this posture, but I do it the same way every time. So I might add a little half bind here. Top hand in and around toward my left inner thigh. Maybe other hand to heart. Yeah. You could be creative in your yoga practice. You know, people have changed postures over time. Doesn't mean we need to change everything, but it also means there are things that can happen in your body that maybe someone else does or does not need as well. It's all personalizable. Exhale. Inhale, reach up just for a second. Exhale, low lunge, back of your mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend, twist, open. Flip your dog. Let's just stay here for a moment to feel a little bit more free. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Breath in, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane into tiptoe pose. Awesome. We will stay here for one last hold. If you've not fallen in tiptoe pose yet, please look up. Does it change the sensation to change your gaze? Breathe out, heels drop. Breathe in, single leg mountain right knee. Exhale, hand to foot pose. Breathe. Sink your right hip down and back, away from your right heel. Notice if this creates any more space for feeling in your leg. How tall can you get? Can your right leg do some work? Exhale. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, figure four, an oldie but a goodie. I really love this one. You can take it so many places. It's just really a gateway pose, kind of like crow. Does it feel like the other side? Breathe out together. Breath in, single leg mountain. Exhale, airplane pose. Breathe in, standing split. Exhale, low lunge, left hand or right hand outside of left foot. Breathe in, revolved. Stay and breathe. With my gaze down, I can always see the work that my foot is doing as well, like these little twitches and microscopic movements. Really feel that solidity as it creeps upward into my expression. Breathe in. Breath out, runner's lunge. Breathe, hands inside your left foot. Back knee drops back a little or a lot. And if you're with me for the quad stretch, remember it's not supposed to be some like crazy, terrible sensation, okay? So pad yourself up, bring the earth to you if you need to. Left arm up or right foot. I've really noticed that it's not fair to multitask. It's not fair to me, right? I paid a lot of money for that course. I need it from not only my own practice, but to help students and my private clients. It's not fair to my kids. They feel kind of shortchanged. And so maybe to compartmentalize in a healthy way, to set expectations. I had a good long talk with them last night and today about when I would be in front of my computer and when I would be with them. Detailed list. This is what you will do while I'm teaching class and taking lecture. Breath in. Breath out. Low lunge. Don't rush yourself here. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, extend. Breathe in, reverse, triangle. Last time, does it feel different on each pass? Exhale, triangle pose. Breathe in, star. Exhale, skandasana. Breathe. I'll take my little half bind here. Gaze stays in one place. There's a lot of complicated things going on in each posture. It kind of mimics life. So if we can simplify things like our gaze, like our focus, it really helps to hone us into the present moment, the only place where life is truly taking place. Breathe out. Breathe in, arms high just for a beat. Exhale, low lunge. Back heel spins up. Last chaturanga of the day. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees kiss the floor. Spread your heels apart. Sit on a block or two for hero's pose. Whew. Really nice stretch through here. If you'd like to recline a little bit, awesome, but just be very cognizant of the knee joints, okay? Okay, as you take a brief pause, I will show you a posture that I kind of wanted to try. And it's not that new hairdo that just came out. Take that out. It's actually a version of tiptoe pose that I really, really had some fun with yesterday. Remember, don't let your ego cloud this. Don't let any I can't or any sort of judgments. Just come along and have a little bit of fun. I probably would suggest a block for this. Okay, so just watch me demonstrate and then we'll do it together. We will find tiptoe pose. Hand will be on a block or the earth. I think I'll take my handy dandy little stool as my block today. Okay, once I've got my tiptoe pose, we'll just add on hand to foot pose. So if you can transfer your weight into your right foot, grab your left foot, and slowly extend. Maybe your hand can come off of your block, but only if you're really focused. Okay, you have to be in the moment to hold this, really in the moment. Other foot, I think, is a little bit easier for me. What can hinder this is your posture. And a lot of people hold their breath when they concentrate. Try to make sure that just stays with you. That's more important than anything else. Let's give it a go. I'm a little out of breath. Doesn't look hard. It's a little bit hard. So please come into tiptoe pose with me. Make sure that you have got your block or your trusty stool on your right side. Okay, you got this. Let's start with good posture. And remember, there's so many variations. If you just want to grab your knee or you need a strap, you are empowered. From here, draw your heels as far up as you can. Shift your weight into your right foot and block and create a bind left hand to left foot. I like my gaze to stay down. You don't need to look at what you're doing. As your left leg straightens to its best ability, it works as well. Okay, remember, not a dead sack of potatoes. Then you can flirt with maybe right hand up and off. You've got this. Take about, another minute, maybe 30 seconds on each side to experiment. And then we'll really cool it down. We took a long time to kind of ramp up, and so I know it's a little late in practice to cool down, but I got you. When you are done, let's just come all the way back down onto our back, should we? That feels like a really nice place to be. Figure 4 or whale's tail. Right leg crosses up and over right thigh. So your thighs cross. Grab the knife edges of your feet or underneath your ankles and bring them up toward your chest. Drop your tailbone down, mutate it down, and create sensation with a slow ebb and flow of movement. Your only job right now is to trace the internal body for where you feel this and what kind of information is coming. Figure four, if this is too laborious, you can just hug it in like this. Figure four, super nice too. The things that try to take us out of our focus are usually the same kind of things over and over again. Don't be afraid to notice patterns of what really preoccupies you. So you might use your thinking brain, the more reasoning part, to draw yourself out of that cycle. Breathe in. Exhale. Let your legs just fall to the left in a mess. Close your eyes here. And carefully reground through your left foot. Bring yourself back, untangle, and retangle left leg over this time. I really loved one thing I heard in the lecture yesterday. One of my teachers said that really restoring our bodies and our practice is less about chasing things in the outside world and more about being in them, just being with them. So allow yourself to not chase for just a few more moments here as all of your hard work coagulates, solidifies. And let your legs drop over to the right. Pause, let your shoulders drop. As you unwind for Shavasana, make a shape that feels good. Oh, Supta Baddha Konasana might feel really good. But just close your eyes, and your only task after you let go of the breath is to feel your body as one sensation. Take a deep breath in. Send it out. I will see you in just a moment.
Feel this effortless, joyful breath easily come and go, slowly persuading you into the beautiful day that waits. Find movement where the body wants it most. Nourishing inhale, body expansion, tiptoes away from fingers. Exhalation, hands to Anjali Mudra over the heart. I like to know the why behind things, why yoga works, how it works. But at the end of the day, just knowing that you did all the work that you need to do to optimize, to feel good, most importantly, to fully enjoy and embrace your life. I mean, that's enough. So thank you for doing this work with me. Thank you for entrusting me with your practice. And I can't wait to see you, whether it's on here or in person, very, very soon. Namaste. Feel free to stay in Shavasana if you need as I close up shop. Got, I think, another couple of songs on the old playlist for you if you'd like to stick around. And really, thank you guys. Hi, Halen. Hi, Jennifer. I miss you all. Please connect. And yes, Richard, I miss you teasing me too. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. Enjoy the day.